Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Motorsport Manager. And things have come down to the wire. We have only one race left to go, and a gap of 3 points in between us and the number one team, Licatelli Racing. And I definitely want to win this series so we can get promoted. So let's strive to do that. Now the race in question is Beijing. Top speed is crucial, acceleration is crucial, and deceleration is crucial. We have both practice and race cloudy, so we're not sure if there's going to be rain or not. Low fuel burn, medium tire wear, and then we have soft, medium, hard as our tire choice. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our mail. So car condition update, we have 12 hours to repair. I'm not going to bother with the interviews at this point. They seem to be, the same kind of thing every single time. So there we go. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and for the car repair here. All right. So that's done. Let's go to the improving parts. Now, this is going to be done in very shortly here. And that will be the last of the performance upgrades that we can do. So we'll be on to reliability, I guess, at that point. So go ahead and let that go forward. We do have some sponsor slots that have opened up, so we'll just kind of wait for that as well. All right, so let's continue on until the performance upgrades are done. Let's do that. All right, so we've got performance work completed. All right, now it's time to start improving reliability. So I'm going to back off on that, and I'm going to add in that. And then what else do we have? We've got rear wing we could improve. Let's do that, I guess. And there isn't really anything else that jumps out at me as something I want to improve. Brakes, yeah, I'm already improving the brakes, so that's good. All right, let's go on to what parts we want to improve. I'll just go ahead and do just whatever, the kind of stock parts, but we're not going to put much into that. All right, let's, we do have 3 sponsors available here, so we'll go ahead and take it. All right, so this is 9th or above, 8th or above, 6th or above. Curiosity, how many stars do we have? We have 3, but we're only getting 2-star offers. All right, so 6th or above I think is reasonable. That replaces our previous 4th or above, 650,000 per race. We definitely want to be 6th or above at this point, so I think that's what we're going to go for. And it's definitely worth the most out of all of these. It's the least number of races, but definitely the most cash-wise, because upfront cash and cash per race is much higher. So we'll accept this offer, get some cash in the bank. We're still negative, though, on our balance. And we have some more offers to go here, so we'll just wait on that. And we'll continue for a few days. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's take a look at our improving of the reliability of our parts. So we're up to 90% here. Let's back off on that. We're going to need to continue to improve that reliability. Let's switch over to an engine. We'll switch over to this, and we'll do one of our gearboxes. Because gearboxes are going to be worn on pretty hard with it being crucial. All right, we do have 3 sponsor slots here now. So we've got upfront cash, we've got 300,000 per race, or we've got 200,000 per race and 200,000 upfront. This is definitely worth more, in my opinion, because it's rather long-term and it's 300,000 per race. So we'll accept that. Okay, so should be good to go at that point. And we have 4th and 5th for car and drivers. So let's continue. Out of curiosity, where is our staff at this point? I'm definitely going to be replacing this guy, I think. We'll probably keep Alan McBride. Our lead designer has 3 stars, has the potential for 3.5. I may be replacing him too. As a matter of fact, when is his contract up? Okay, so he's quite a while. I should probably think about renewing contracts. So currently, cost per race is 29,000. Let's renew this contract. Start negotiations. I could wait until it is over, though. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we wait until the race is over, because her contract still remains. I'll renew everybody's contract once the season is over, kind of deciding where we are. All right, so we changed that. Let's go ahead and continue a few more days. Okay, that's pretty good to me. Rumors, somebody's not happy. After 30-year-old reportedly told friends that his time at the team is coming to an end. Okay, well, can we snipe him? Approach driver. Not interested. Because that's their number one driver, and I just thought it would be funny if we could snipe him so that they didn't have him, but maybe they'd pick up an even better driver. Who knows? All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reliability here. So we're at 89%, pretty much across the board. So I am going to back off on this rear wing because we have 89%, 89%. What else we got here? We've got 89% for both of our engines. We've got 86% on those brakes. 87% on one of our gearboxes, so we'll do that. And we have 87% on one of our suspensions. So I will go ahead and do that for a few days as well. Let's continue here. I mean, we're going to get reliability work done before the race even starts, but we'll be switching around a lot, so there's that too. All right, let's go ahead and advance some more. We'll go until this naturally pauses. And I'm just trying to like evenly distribute the reliability. And we'll get our other gearbox and engine starting to be worked on. And we're above 90% with a lot of our parts. I guess I'll go ahead and improve that. And we'll improve our other suspension for a couple days. And done with the scouting, don't really care. Okay, let's continue. And continue for a few more days. There we go. And then we go back to the car, improve reliability. So we're up to 93% with some of these parts. And where are we on our other engine? 93%. I guess we'll just go ahead at this point and improve the engine. And what are the other things? Deceleration. Oh, you know what? Let's do both of our brakes and our one gearbox, and we'll do one of the engines. There we go. That looks good to me. Let's go ahead and continue. And here we are. All right, so this is going to say reliability work done. At this point, we don't really need to improve the reliability anymore for any of our parts. So we're going to go full on performance oriented, although I probably will just put in some of these parts for reliability just to do it like that. But we'll go full on performance just to do it. I mean, we can do that during the off season. Maybe it will boost our car stats for next year if that's the way it works. Okay. Now it's time to fit our parts. We should already be good, but let's just make sure. So we've got the best brakes on Boris's car. We've got the best engine on Boris's car. We've got the best gearbox in Boris's car and the best suspension on Boris's car. So Boris's car is definitely the better of the two. Out of curiosity. Aha, so it hadn't updated. All right, we'll give Mustafa the better suspension, I guess. So that he's at least content. But we're delighted here. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm kind of nervous coming into this, obviously. Let's continue here. So we've got second or above as a bonus. I really don't think that we're going to take that, even though I really would like to see that. We're going to go with 6th or above because it's more realistic. We still get a good amount of cash for doing so. We already did our part fitting. Let's go on to the race. All right, so we didn't finish too bad in the last race, but we only made up 1 point. So we've got 3 points to make up. We have to have a much better performance. We have to have something like what we had the race before the last one, where we made up 4 points. Minimum, we have to do that well. So more or less, we can't have the Lucatelli driver win the race like they did last time. I think that was the key to them kind of keeping their lead. Now, we have hard medium tires set up. As much as I could change that, I think I'm going to keep it just so I want to see like how those tires perform. So let's start with the downforce. It's calling for low downforce, and considering that this is more of a top speed oriented track, I kind of buy that. But I'm not going to go too crazy with it. We'll do something like that. Looks like we need to stiffen or actually soften the suspension. Something like that. And we need to go more towards acceleration. I'm a little bit surprised with that. Let's back off on that a little bit. We'll go with something like that. That gives us plenty of room to still work with stuff. Okay, and then over here, again, it looks like we're going to have to go higher with the downforce on this car. So we've done that. Again, I don't want to get too carried away with that. As a matter of fact, I've probably gone too far. We do need to soften the suspension. But as far as the gear ratios, we need to go longer. I'll do something like this to start off with. And we'll take the hard tires. That's fine. And let's take the practice. All right, so send out our 2 cars. And away we go. Now, a lot of the rest of the field is running soft tires, so we're not going to expect to do all that well in the practice because they're running faster tires than we are. Unless our car was dramatically higher performance, that's what we're going to expect to see, is the other cars doing much better. So it looks like already we're having cooler temperatures. I'm going to let it go a little while just to see kind of... Okay, gear ratios are excellent. Yeah, definitely cooling here, so I'm going to go ahead and push. Alright, aero. Just the right setup. Okay, no rain projected. Just cloudy. Need more downforce through the corners. So more downforce for Shen's car. Or Boris's car, technically. Tire life seems to be okay. It's going to be better than the last track we were on. So we actually have the possibility of running softs here, I think. Softening the handling on Mustafa's car. Handling is spot on. So that's 2 positives, 1 negative with her car, from what I remember. We're just waiting for Mustafa to tell me anything else about his car. The more downforce, stiffer suspension is what we got going right now. Shorter gearing, okay. More downforce, stiffer suspension, shorter gearing. All right, I'll try and remember all that. Still have a little ways to go for... to be pitting now. So this is a track that takes a while to get around, I'm noticing. Because we're going to have less than 4 minutes on these changes. Okay, starting off with this car. So we need more downforce. That was what we had to say about that. And I kind of suspected that as well. So... that goes right along with what I expected to see. We'll do something like that. And then we need to bring the handling and speed balance back to where it was. So let's see what we can do with that. So it's kind of a balance here where both things... I guess we'll take the handling... and do it that way. So 75% I expect to see better now that we made those changes. And we'll go ahead and stay out on the same tires. Okay, now we need to wait for Mustafa to come in. Now it was stiffening the suspension and more acceleration was what we needed to go for. So let's try and do that. And they should be... yeah, they are counter to each other, so that's kind of unfortunate. So I will do something like that. I know that's not a lot of change. Maybe I could go a little bit harder with that. There we go. So stiffen the suspension, shorten the gear ratios. Hopefully that will put us better than 74%, and we'll keep you out on the same tires. All right, so there's only going to be a couple minutes on that. I don't expect to hear too much feedback on these cars because they have only 2.5 minutes. So I've kind of learned a little bit of a lesson. This track is probably not going to have a lot of laps just because of how long it is. Because 3 laps took quite a while. As a matter of fact, 3 laps brings us down to 54% on our tires. So depending on how much fuel we can put in these cars, we may want to go with harder tires. Okay, gear ratios are just right. I think we already knew that with her car. Nice job with handling. It's much better. Okay, that's good to see. We only have 20 seconds to go, so I don't expect to hear much more from these guys. Looks like we're going to finish 14th and 13th in practice. More angle on the wing, so she still wants more downforce. Okay. Well, we can go for that if we... It depends. It depends on where we are and our optimization on whether we're going to do that or not. All right, so 14th, 15th. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at the weather here in a second. So far, no rain projected. And it still seems that that is the case. No rain predicted. All right, so let's take our bonuses. So it's going to be the typical... Ooh, we got level 3 with our race trim. That is unusual. Let's go ahead and take our race trim, or our risk taker, as well as the race trim. I'm hoping this actually helps us quite a bit in the race. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go to the car setup. So we're good, good, good. Let's see where we are percentage-wise. We're at 79%. So we know we need a little bit more downforce. I'm going to go with that. And hopefully I can balance things okay, getting that extra downforce. So there we go. I think I'm pretty happy with that. We have our handling and speed balance more or less where they were, but we get a little bit more downforce. We should be above 80%. Now, as far as tires, I think I'm going to go with that harder strategy. I think medium tires is the right call, even though they tended to run cool. Gives us room to push, but it also, with the tire life, I mean, we only went around maybe 4 laps, maybe 5, and look at this tire life. That's, you know, not great. We'll have to see how much fuel we can, oh yeah, we can pack on the fuel. So this is a rather long race, but it takes a long time to get around the track too. So definitely I think it's a good call to use the harder tires. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And over here, I don't feel like there's any need to change anything. We're at 87%, but we are going to take hard tires. Because again, 4 or 5 laps around, this is where the tire life was. So I suspect we'll be able to go around maybe 7 to 8 laps before it starts getting, like, you know, past the 50% mark and down into here. So if we can take on full fuel, I definitely think that the harder tires is the right call. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll push with both cars, and that's more or less going to be our setup. So I know this is kind of a shorter video, but I'm going to leave the race on the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.